That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Yep.
Missed.
This will not go to touchdown. Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. from the gun. Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is up.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percent.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another one. Let's get it.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, here we go, 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, 180. Here we go, 46. Good. Switch and eight.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott on 1st down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 23 yards on the play. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Sometimes I really don't think the commentators know what they say.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Jeep is sticking in here, though.
You've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive the coach crazy.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down. This is Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game.
We out there, buddy. We out there.
Started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And caught left side. Olsen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 50, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Funches with a catch over the middle.
Oh, my goodness,
and he
man.
takes this
Split
one down
second.
almost all the way to the 30.
Split second. Keep doing it. I'm going to take it.
Got a first down.
I promise you. You're running the clock down, but you only got 7 points.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
No, sir.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Garbage
line
time.
of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Then his pass is
I told you, you keep doing it, boy. I'm going to take it again.
By Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll attack
I'm on your head.
here as this one continues.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Muscling free near the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Make sure Zeke get off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
None of that matters,
A loss
man.
of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Elliott. A nice little juke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I'll score every time I get in
So
scoring.
after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. This is fielded at the goal line. Shedding the tackle. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and it's the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And
I'm coming for you now.
Running play.
Hurry him up now.
Pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
You want to hurry him up
It
again?
goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Oh,
now
we
they
love
got to
it.
get to the line quickly. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
They like his work ethic. This guy's running every route
love it.
well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Newton throwing again. It's caught by Funchess.
None of that matters,
Able to
man.
rip off a big chunk
Funchess
of
can't be your
yardage before
savior,
being
bro.
dropped inside the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a
All them
timeout
passing
here
yards
by the
for
offense.
7
As
points.
they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football
Man.
game. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing is Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Now we'll get whistles.
Timeout.
Signaled for a timeout.
None of that matters, bro.
Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Pride. It's your pride drive. It's pride drive.
One last throw here for Newton.
Pride drive.
Eluding
pride
the pressure
drive.
right.
It's pride drive.
And this
Nope.
is going to be caught, but they'll say
Out of bounds.
So it's incomplete.
If you like what you've seen, ladies and gentlemen, you like what you've seen, remember to like and
Coaches always
subscribe.
tell us,
Remember to
we
like
wanna
and
win our home games. That
subscribe.
much we know. We want to
Look at this
protect our home
breakdown.
turf. They got that done in this one.
We know he
Exactly
scored.
right. When you start a season, everyone's goal.
Let's look
Win
at
all
the
of your
stats.
home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA
A lot of
Sports.
passing yards, though.
It's a win for the Cowboys as we
Said,
sign
you like
off
what
and
you
say
seen,
so
ladies, you like
long
what you seen.
from
You like and
Arlington.
subscribe. You like and subscribe. We out of here. Yeah.